What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a Minecraft video, and in today's Minecraft video I'm going to be playing Java Edition. And recently I just bought Minecraft Java Edition, and it's really fun. There's single player, multiplayer, you can add resource packs, and it's really cool. And I've tried out some servers with some skyblock. It's really fun, but those are for another video. And I used to use Bedrock, and I would build Minecraft Star Wars builds as well as do survival, and I built the Millennium Falcon, as most of you have already seen. But without further ado, let's get into the first Star Wars build I have done on Java Edition, and we have In a Galaxy Far, Far Away. And we have a little void, and before I turn around, I just want to say, if you enjoy this video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe down below. It helps me out a ton, and it doesn't cost you a thing. And if you want to build this TIE fighter for yourself, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, because once this video hits 30 likes, I will release a tutorial for it. So without further ado, let's turn around. And here is our TIE fighter, and a random floating grass block. But the wings are the, in my opinion, best aspect of this build. You have iron bars and glass panes mixed with andesite behind them to give them that gray feeling, and the texture makes it look like technology, especially with the iron bars. Otherwise, it would just be solid, and it just doesn't look, Minecraft things don't look good solid. It looks too plain, too natural, too Minecraft, you know, too plain and blocky. So I tried to go around those limits and build something beyond, like in between blocks. I decided that I wanted this to be 8 blocks and not to be 3 blocks. So 3 blocks was fine. You just build this and it goes straight across. Also, before I go any further, I do use Bedrock in this build, but that's okay. If you guys are going to build this in survival, you can just use Deep Slate. But then, back here, this was 8 blocks, this was 3 blocks. So you build one block, but then you have to put 1 block in between 2 blocks. So for that, you use glass panes and iron bars. And those offer, I believe, a block's length in pixels plus 1 extra pixel. So very, very cool idea. I came up with it myself, obviously, but there is no andesite behind it. Otherwise, that would thicken the line. And that's why I do it diagonally, because the panes, oh my gosh, the panes over top of the andesite will make a nice, smooth, diagonal line. And then if you zoom out, you can see it looks like technology. It gives it texture. And then the black wool right here mixed with the, what is this? Black concrete. That gives it the texture and look of paneling. And obviously we have the centerpiece, which is mostly iron bars. And then there's gray wool and the iron bars over top of the bedrock. And then on the inside, it's basically mirrored, except there's not as much black wool on the bottom as there is this one, but the iron bars and glass panes technique is still mirrored onto this side. And then moving on from the wing, we have the connector piece that connects the wing to the cockpit. The connector piece will basically be a really simple build. It's very circular. If you zoom out, you can see it's got a nice slope to it thanks to these iron bars. Without them, it would just be a very, very large and noticeable drop, and nobody wants that in a professional Minecraft build. So adding those little iron bars in makes a huge difference. And then this carpet, actually, that 1 pixel makes a very, very large difference once again, because then the TIE fighter looks broken, and nobody wants a broken TIE fighter. So you can just place those back, and then the slab underneath gives it the thickness that we need, and then that sort of fades into the cockpit. And the cockpit has ion cannons on the bottom. It's got the little controllers in there, which we'll get to in a minute. But on the outside, we have the little strips of metal going across the cockpit that then meet up in the middle. And so this doesn't look too awkward, we put pressure plates on the tinted glass. And it looks really, really cool. And then around the back, we also have the rest of the ion cannons. They don't shoot, obviously, because this is for looking, not for functionality. But then we have the tail lights in the back. It looks really, really cool. These two wings will obviously be the same, so I'm not going to go over both of them. I went over one just to get the point across. However, in the tutorial, I will be building both of those if this video hits 30 likes. By going inside here, we have the controls, the little, I don't know what they're called, piloting little joysticks, that's the word, connected to the stone cutter. Okay, in theory, they're supposed to be connected to the stone cutter, which is connected to the front of the cockpit. Then we have computer coming out of the wall, so you can target the X-Wings in the trench run, make sure they don't blow up the Death Star, but we all know that they will. And we've got random little buttons that will do something. And then we've got very tall armrests with hoppers. So, very cool. And it looks very, very awesome, I should say, when you see a character or someone else's little Minecraft character sitting in there with a TIE Fighter pilot skin. I actually need to make one of those because currently I just have a Phase 2 Commander Cody skin, and it actually looks really nice. It's a custom skin, but I will go over this in another video. I don't need to brag just yet. And you can see the little hoppers represent wiring going down into the floor and then into the side, and you can look down the barrel. Don't do this in real life, kids. You can look down the barrel of the ion cannon. It looks super cool. And obviously, they do not function at all. But then, if we are to back away from the TIE Fighter, we can sort of get the full effect of the cockpit. And you can sort of see the little strips. And the stained glass here is supposed to represent the metal as well. And so that you can see through it and not look terrible. And then up here, the one flaw that this build has is that these iron bars will stick out a little. But that's not exactly noticeable unless you go to the middle on the top, and it's not like someone's going to join into your world. Go straight up to these, look for every flaw, and then point them out, and then say you suck at Minecraft and leave. No one's gonna do that, right? If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe down below. If you didn't enjoy today's video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe down below, and click the bell, and keep watching my videos until you enjoy my content. That's all I have. If this video gets 30 likes, I will release a tutorial, so be sure to click that bell, so when this video hits 30 likes, you will see that video come out. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.